Welcome to Story Craft Portal, where legends come alive and mysteries whisper through time. Today, we unravel the chilling legend behind one of the world's most iconic and unexplained structures, Stonehenge. But this isn't just about ancient stones. This is about a mother's final sacrifice, a tribe's desperate prayer, and a cosmic force they couldn't comprehend. Hidden within these massive stones may lie the secret of a lost civilization, a sacred ritual that echoed through the heavens, and a message meant not for their time, but for ours. Is Stonehenge just an ancient monument, or a divine signal left behind by those who knew something we still don't? If you love unraveling ancient mysteries, forgotten rituals, and emotional legends from the shadows of time, then stay with us. This story might just change how you see history forever. They say the stones whisper at dawn, and today, Dr. Mira Ellison heard them. A historian with a broken past, Mira wasn't chasing glory. She was chasing silence that had haunted her since childhood. She had returned to England for one reason: her mother's journal. Hidden in the back pages was a line: "The sky bled the night we buried the light under the stone that sees all." The journal was dated 1972, 10 years before her mother vanished near Stonehenge. Mira always believed the Stonehenge mystery was just a myth. But that line, it matched recent astronomical data showing a rare cosmic alignment, due again this week. Could Stonehenge be more than an ancient monument? Her mother wasn't superstitious, but a scientist. So why write like a mystic? And why did she circle a single word? Orem. As Mira stood at the edge of the henge, a distant echo filled the wind. It wasn't from now, it was from a lost civilization. Mira didn't believe in omens, but standing inside the ancient monument, she felt time shift. The compass she always wore twisted north, even when she turned south. Stonehenge wasn't reacting to her, it was recognizing her. Her fingers traced a spiral carved into the central stone. It pulsed faintly under her touch. Her mother had drawn the same spiral in her journal. Mira replayed her final voicemail. "Don't trust what you see. The stones remember." Was this why her mother vanished? Mira opened her tablet. Every ancient solar alignment matched the spiral center. But one upcoming alignment didn't match anything known in history. Her heart raced. The Stonehenge mystery wasn't about the past, it was a countdown. She wasn't alone either. A tall man watched from behind the outer stones, unmoving, face unseen. She blinked, he vanished. Were the stones echoing voices or warning her? Whatever the lost civilization left behind, it was waiting to wake up. Back at her hotel, Mira dug deeper. Orem didn't refer to gold, at least not in the traditional sense. In her mother's private notebook, she found an encrypted sketch of Stonehenge overlaid with ancient constellations. One star was marked Orem. It wasn't on any modern sky map. When she checked old astronomical charts from pre-Roman Britain, the star existed, but now it was gone. Erased. Myra's hands trembled. A star that vanished from history? No comet, no black hole, just missing. She contacted Dr. Elian Hayes, an astronomer and friend of her mother's. His voice cracked when he saw the sketch. "Where did you get this?" She wasn't supposed to find it. Mira froze. "What do you mean?" Silence. Then the call dropped. A car alarm blared outside. She rushed to the window. Her rental car's windshield had a crack, shaped like the same spiral. This wasn't a myth. The Stonehenge mystery had just gotten personal. The man she saw at Stonehenge wasn't a hallucination. Mira found his face, unchanged, in an old photo from her mother's research archive dated 1972. He stood in the background, next to the central altar stone, wearing the same long coat. His name was never listed. How could someone not age in over 50 years? She scanned the photo with AI tools, no manipulation. Whoever he was, he'd been at every recorded solar alignment for the last century. Every time Stonehenge aligned with the stars, he appeared. Mira remembered her mother once whispered in her sleep, "The watcher sees the sky." She returned to the site that night, only to find her mother's voice again. Literally, a low-frequency audio wave, looping under the stone's vibration, revealed, "You're close." He's already watching. Mira stumbled back. This wasn't about history. It was about a lost civilization that never really left, and someone guarding the secret. Mira had seen enough to know the truth was buried, literally. She convinced a local excavation team to scan beneath the altar stone using ground-penetrating radar. What they found wasn't bones. It was coordinates, faintly etched into the limestone beneath centuries of erosion. These numbers led to a location deep inside Greenland's icy interior, within a military-restricted glacial zone. Myra's heart pounded. In her mother's annotated books, she found a quote from a Roman soldier's scroll. "We found the compass of the sky, frozen in blood and silence." The coordinates matched. This wasn't just about England anymore. It was a global secret. Someone, or something, was hiding ancient technology across time. The markings were unlike anything from any known civilization, glowing faintly when touched. The energy wasn't dead, it was waiting. The Stonehenge mystery was just the start. Whatever was buried in the ice was tied to a lost civilization and their warning written in stone. The flight to Greenland was turbulent, but not nearly as unstable as Myra's thoughts. The coordinates led her to a forgotten ridge surrounded by ice sheets. With a local guide and thermal equipment, she found it, a perfectly circular indentation in the glacier. No animal tracks, no wind damage. It was as if something massive had landed here long ago. Beneath the ice, scanners revealed a hollow chamber, ancient and metallic. Inside, they uncovered a sphere the size of a small car, made of unknown alloy, pulsating faintly. Myra's gloved hand brushed across its surface, and the spiral symbol lit up. Suddenly, she heard her mother's voice whisper her name from inside the ice. The mystery had left Stonehenge, but not her. Could this be the final remnant of a lost civilization, frozen for centuries? The Stonehenge mystery was no longer a legend. It was active, and it remembered blood. The moment the spiral lit up, everything changed. Myra's satellite phone short-circuited. The sphere began to pulse, rhythmic like a heartbeat. Inside, a chamber opened silently. It was not man-made. Symbols danced across the walls, holographic and alive. One phrase repeated in dozens of ancient scripts. The watchers were warned. Myra's hands trembled. A machine that remembered. Her mother had called it Aurum in her notes, not for gold, but for its color. The moment it activates, it shines like the sun. Mira uploaded the data to a private server, but the signal was intercepted. Hours later, a black helicopter circled above. Someone knew. This wasn't archaeology, it was a cover-up, one that had spanned centuries. The Stonehenge mystery was connected to machines buried beneath the earth by a lost civilization. But what were they watching for? And why did they leave them behind, alive? Inside the chamber, Mira found what looked like a map etched in living metal. A globe not of Earth now, but Earth millennia ago. Continents were shifted, oceans misplaced. Marked in bold was a Roman numeral code she traced back to a timeline, 2025. That was now, but what terrified her most was the matching glyph found in her mother's notebook, sketched years ago. Had her mother known this would happen? Beneath the code was a phrase written in Latin. He returns when the line bends. Mira dug deeper into Roman texts and found reference to a time-bending star compass buried under northern stone. Stonehenge. The machine wasn't just memory, it was time-encoded prophecy. Was Stonehenge built to align with these machines? And had someone always been guarding the clock? The Stonehenge mystery was no longer ancient. It was imminent, and Mira was already too far in. The man from the photo was back, standing outside the dig site, untouched by the cold. Mira stepped toward him. "Who are you?" she asked. He smiled, not cruelly but sadly. "You weren't supposed to find it." "Not yet." He walked into the chamber, the walls reacting to him. Mira followed. The machine responded like it remembered him. He wasn't immortal. He was preserved. One of the Watchers. Part of the lost civilization that seeded Earth with warnings. "The Earth doesn't forget," he whispered. "We just stopped listening." The countdown on the wall stopped. The signal had been sent. Mira understood now. Stonehenge wasn't just a monument. It was a transmitter. A final message, buried in ice, waiting for the right bloodline to hear it. The Watcher turned to her one last time and said, "Your mother knew. She chose silence to protect you." And then he vanished. Mira stood alone in the chamber. The machine was silent. The storm above cleared as if something had passed. Her recorder captured the last pulse, a single low tone sent skyward. She returned to England with the evidence, but all traces of the site were erased within days. No news coverage, no official records. Just like her mother predicted, Mira left academia. She didn't chase the truth anymore because she'd become part of it. In her quiet cottage, she listens to the signal every night. A perfect, repeating tone. One night it changed. A second pulse joined the first. Somewhere, another machine had awakened. The Stonehenge mystery was never about the past. It was the alarm clock of the cosmos. Mira smiled sadly. The world would sleep a little longer, but not forever. She opened her journal and wrote the final line. The stars remember. The case was closed, but the signal remained.